Hey everyone, I hope you had a great day doing your schoolwork and hopefully spending some time with family. And now it is time for our bedtime story. Tonight's story is called Who Grew My Soup? It is written by Tom Derbyshire. Awesome. Who grew my soup? A boy of age 10 named Phineas Quinn was out playing ball when his mom called him in. Here we go. It's lunchtime, she said. Here's something nutritious. This instantly made young Finn Quinn most suspicious. It's yummy, she said with a smile, brightly beaming, as she gave him a bowl of soup, gently steaming. Finn looked down and thought, yuck! It's vegetable gunk. The foods I prefer are the foods that she calls junk. Fake colors and flavors, delicious and dandy. They're in all my favorite sodas and candies. Chemical additives, yum, they're the best. The snack foods I crave are preserved and processed. I like stuff that's deep fried and loaded with sugars. But vegetable soup? Yikes, I'd rather eat boogers. This looks too healthy. I bet it tastes icky. So Finn hatched a plan, and oh boy, was it tricky. He looks really upset. I'll eat it, said Finn. Yes, I'll happily do it as soon as you're able to tell me who grew it. Like you always tell me, said Phineas Quinn. Don't put that in your mouth. You don't know where it's been. These veggies might come from some weird far-off land, like outer Bungolia or Distantistan. They might come from places like North Lostmandu or Timbuktu Far or West Hinterloo. Who grew these carrots? Who grew these tomatoes? These beans and this barley, this corn, these potatoes? Who sprouted this spinach? Who planted these peas? And who picked this celery? Tell me now, please. I'll not take one sip of this vegetable goop unless you tell me this. Who grew my soup? Goodness, he's so angry about this soup. Probably tastes good, too. While Finn thought himself oh so terribly clever, he'd never even guessed what came next. No, not ever. His eyes popped, his jaw dropped, he fumbled his spoon. From the sky came a flying tomato balloon. The pilot, in goggles, was shouting hello from a rather large cooking pot hanging below. Hop in, hurry up, climb aboard, tally-ho. Where are we going? Finn asked, most alarmed. We're going, the man said, to where soup is farmed. I'm Mr. Matu, Chief Supervisor. And we won't come back until you're super wiser. Our trip won't take long, not at all. No, indeed. This balloon can achieve supersonical speed. As soon as he said it, they flew away. Zoom! And with a whoosh and a whir and a big sonic boom. Finn summoned his courage. He took a look down and found they were already back on the ground. Finn, meet Farmer Hitchner. Hitchner, meet Finn. Mr. Hitchner's the farmer whose field we are in. These carrots, this field, and this farm, they're all his. Hitchner's a genius. A soup growing whiz. What carrots? Asked Finn as he looked all around. They're down here, said Hitchner. They grow underground. Hitchner took hold of a green carrot top. Tugged, turned, and twisted and pulled it out. Plop! The most beautiful carrot the world's ever known. More perfect than any that's ever been grown. A superstar carrot, Matu said. Can't beat it. Here's an idea. I'll wash it, you eat it. Finn would rather get cooties, but being polite, he knew he had no choice. He must take a bite. So he tried just to nibble the smallest of munches, as soon as he was making great bunches of crunches. Hey, this isn't bad. This carrot's incredible. It's sweet. What a treat. Say, this root is quite edible. There's something in carrots, said Mr. Matu, that is good for your eyesight. Amazing and true. I eat them quite often. My vision is great. I can see at this moment that we're running late. So toodaloo, Mr. Hitchner. Come on, Finn, let's go. We've got more places to see, where more soup, veggies grow. It seemed that no sooner than they'd left the ground, they'd crossed 17 states and were dropping back down in a field of tomatoes, all ripe, red, and round. Finn, meet Farmer Perez. His thumbs are quite green. The tomatoes he grows are the best ever seen. This is delicious, nodded young Finn, as red, ripe tomato juice ran down his chin. Oh, good, super duper, cried Mr. Matu. Superlative. Come on, we've got lots more to do. Remember, we talked about in Because of Winn-Dixie, when you have a green thumb, it means you're good at making things grow out of the ground. It doesn't mean you actually have a thumb that is green, right? Farm to field, field to field. Oh, farm to farm, field to field. Whiz, whiz, whiz through the sky. From onions so fine they could make a man cry, to potatoes to peas in the blink of an eye. They stocked the best celery, they got to know beans, and met growers who know how to grow greener greens. Matu gave a cheer at the end of the day. These farmers deserve a big hip hip hooray. They're all superheroes. They're all super great. They grow the best soup anyone ever ate. But it's time to go home now, said Mr. Matu. You have your answers. My work here is through. There's all the farmers. And then, just like that, Finn was back in his chair, and that big bowl of soup, steaming hot, was still there. Guess I'll have to try it, said Phineas Quinn, so he opened his mouth and spooned some soup in. He swallowed, he sighed. He knew he'd been beaten. That soup was the best thing that he'd ever eaten. Quinn said, "Hey, how come we've never had this before?" His mom, she just laughed. Then she served him some more. So if you are someone who thinks that soup is scary, if facing a bowl makes you worried and wary, take some soup in your spoon, put the spoon to your lips, and then say these words right out loud between sips. Who grew my soup? That's what I'd like to know. Who grew my soup? That's where I'd like to go. And a souped up balloon might drop down from the blue with a friendly old fellow named Mr. Matu, who will take you aboard and then zoom off with you. It might not, but still, either way, any day you eat soup is a super good day. All right, that is the end of Who Grew My Soup. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Sleep tight, and have an awesome day at music class tomorrow, an awesome day at field day on Friday. Let me know if I can help you at all with any of your assignments, or if you just want to talk, let me know. Okay, good night.